Hello guys, I'm back with another video and this is my YouTube channel in Thirst of Knowledge and I'm Dinesh Manikanda. And now in the previous video we have discussed about what is SQL, what is MySQL and what is NoSQL. So now in this video I have divided this thing into three parts as a series. In the part 1 I'll be installing MySQL and show you how to install the thing, and in second one I'll show you how to install the SQL, that is Microsoft SQL, and in the third one I'll show you an additional light version of MySQL which is called SQLyog, and another interesting software called Heidi SQL, which is a front-end software with which we can access the database present in the remote areas. So without getting late, let's get started. So as I said, in this video I'll be explaining you about how to install MySQL, that is Oracle MySQL server, in your PC or your laptop. So directly jump to this link or else follow my instruction now. Now just type in the Google search like MySQL download, and now just go to, if you go to MySQL installer that is shown in the first page, first link, then you will be directly redirected to the links. And whenever there are two types of zones, one is developer zone, another thing is the normal zone. When you are developing from the official website of your Oracle, then you need to have an Oracle ID. Then for that you need to register that thing. Instead of that, you just go to dev.mysql.com/download/installers, and here you will be finding two types of versions. One will be having a size of 19 MB, another thing is having a size of 378 MB. I would prefer you to download 378 MB because all the files that we need to install will be present in this thing. But for the 18 MB style, it will be having only .exe file, and later while installing you need to download all these things. So let's download this software. So now by clicking no thanks and just get started, your download will be opened like this. Okay, so since I have already downloaded this software, I'll just show you how to install this thing. So let me find that software. Yeah, here it is having that. I'm double clicking it and the program starts running, and now we have this pop-up window. You just click yes. So now we'll be having the software running right now, and now I just prefer you to just go to add, and then you need to accept your license terms, and then instead of downloading all the connectors and plugins at a time, first let us install the MySQL server itself. So since I'm having a 64-bit version laptop, I'm using this thing. Firstly we will install this thing, and later we'll try to install the other plugins. So clicking execution will start installing the software. Now it has been installed, and it need to configure several type of settings, and in the next coming minutes we'll be seeing that thing. So I prefer standalone that classic application. So next we'll be having the port 3306, which is a default port, so don't change these values. Click next, and now you need to create a password for your local database, or if anyone wants to access your database, then he need this password. So just create a password. We have created the password, and now you need to add users. So I'm adding, for example, my name, and making this as a local host, because by which we'll be creating a local database for our practice session. And now we need to create a password for a local database. Try to remember these both passwords. So now we'll be clicking next. We'll choose standard settings. So next. So now we need to execute this file, since all the configurations would be checked by the SQL server whether the software is installed in a proper manner. So now let's click execute. So it's checking, it has stopped with the server, and it configured some files, and it updated some firewall, and it's adjusting some Windows services, and it's again initializing the database. So let's see what happens. So it has initialized the database, and again it is starting the server, and it is started, and it is updated the firewalls and some feature sets. So now let's finish this. So next, it is saying that the configuration is complete. So now clicking finish, you'll get a window like this. So now it is checking for any update. So let's execute this. So it is connected to internet, and it has found some upgrade. So let's upgrade that thing. So it is downloading that update. Try to frequently update your software after installing. That's a good idea. So now we have completed installing this server, and now we will be adding some additional plugins. So we'll be adding a workbench for executing all the queries. So we'll be adding a notifier, since if there are any changes it will be notifying us. And we'll having an additional plugin which is called for Excel. We can import or export files through in an Excel format. Again, we'll be installing some utilities, and I'm installing MySQL cell. Here we can regard this MySQL cell as a command interface software, like we'll be using a command prompt in our Windows. It is similar to that manner. We'll be creating the database without any workbench or front-end software. We'll be directly interacting with the backend using this MySQL shell. And we are additionally installing this router, which will create a routing path between the front end and the back end of the software. So if required, we can download any kind of SQL connectors if we require. So for this tutorials, I'm not building any kind of web applications or any applications, so I don't need any kind of connectors, but let's install one or two connectors. Basic connectors will be installing this time. So we'll be installing a standard connector for C, where the language used is the C. If you require any kind of documentation like samples and examples, then you can download these things even from this. So now clicking next will install all these applications. So let's see how they are going to be installed. Since the video takes so long, I'll be skipping this installing process. Alright guys, we are almost at the finishing stage of installation. We are remaining with the connectors and some sample examples. So alright guys, we have completed installing all the plugins. Now click next. So it is ready to configure. So give your username that we have created in the previous session. So we have successfully verified. So now clicking next. So now we need to execute this thing. So it will be checking checking the software whether it is working or not after installing all the plugins. So now let's click execute. So you can see it is installing several, it is checking several kind of files and plugins. So guys, we have a pop-up window showing that installing some of the sample exams is taking too long. So let's check OK. So now we have finished this thing. So now click next. So finish. So now guys, it is the MySQL shell will be directly interacting with the backend MySQL server. So this is the front end. So here you can see it is the workbench, which is a front end software by which we can interact with the backend software. So we need to enter the password right now. So if the password matches, it successfully logins into that database. So here we have a sample query which is creating a sample database trials, and it is having a table called customer, which consists of columns ID, name, age, address, and salary, and we are also including a primary key. We'll be discussing all these things in the coming tutorials. Hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you have any doubts, please leave in the comments. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.